What is up, everybody? It is your boy Deska Pens, and today we are going to be reviewing this wonderful Parker IM fountain pen. And this is from their Vibrant Rings series, and this is the Marine Blue, which is very, very cool. Let me just pull that apart. Oof, there we go. Yeah, so boom, as we can see, the nib, this is in a medium nib. I don't know if it says that anywhere on the IM. I apologize for how just grotesque that looks. Let me see if I can clean that. Hang on. Okay, yeah, that looks much better. There we go. Boom. So here it is. We got the nice little Parker logo just right under there. Kind of very like glossy grip. It feels very, very nice though. You know, usually I think glossy means slippery, but I have not found that to be the case. This nib is pretty small, but you know, I honestly like it. And of course, being a coated steel nib, this is a steel nib that's coated in some kind of black. I will say it gives like a little more feedback, but it's honestly super like it's still very, very smooth. You know, it's not uncomfortable, I guess is what I am trying to say there, right? So, you know, you have a very nice kind of like sort of a matte black barrel. You kind of have some more of this kind of glossy look with the arrow and with the very top of the cap and the very bottom of the barrel here. Going into the cap, I like it. You know, it has a very nice pattern. Something that I also just really love is when I'm writing with it, you know, you kind of get black, then blue, then black, then blue, then black. I think that that's just a very well thought out pattern, you know. And so, okay, so here is the packaging. We got, you know, your usual Parker box. We also have this thing right here, IM Blue Ring, fountain pen, medium. Got it for $75. The prices will vary. I think I've seen this on Amazon actually for like 45 bucks. Where I grabbed it at was like 75 bucks, but honestly, it was still a very fun experience. So I'm kind of okay with that, you know. So anyway, allow me just to get into some of the writing. So Parker IM. Now, in my experience, I kind of coming down here like this, right? You got the Vibrant Rings. So when you hold it at kind of this like 45-degree angle, I feel like it's a little more scratchy unless I just haven't unless I just haven't cleaned it as much as I should have, right? FP in a medium nib. Right, but when I take it and kind of move it up like this, you know, kind of more at a 55-degree angle, suddenly it's very smooth. Yeah, it feels a lot smoother for some reason when I kind of have like the nib right down on the paper. At the same time, though, oh, you see, that actually feels super smooth now. Very interesting. So, I mean, look, I got this pen like a few weeks back, and I've been getting to know it, you know, and that's something that I think is actually really unique about fountain pens, is that you need to take some time with like each fountain pen that you get and just kind of get to know it and figure out, you know, at what angle it's gonna write well and and so, but like for me, I've genuinely enjoyed this thing a whole lot, you know. I think that it's super nice, you know. And so, and like, I do think that there are certain sweet spots that I'm still like discovering with it, but overall it's a very nice pen. Oh boy. It is coated very, very well. Oh, and by the way, the ink that we're using is the Noodler's 54th Massachusetts, made in the USA. Very, very nice. And yeah, and so overall, this is just a really, really great pen, you know, and it's so smooth, it's so nice and stuff. And so, I mean, I just genuinely really like it. I think it's just, you know, it's really smooth, it's really nice. Let's go ahead, do a little smear test. Some smearing, but out of my fountain pen collection, albeit small, but still, out of my fountain pen collection, I feel like it's actually, I feel like it's definitely one of my drier nibs, you know, which, I mean, I personally like that, as someone who's, taking notes and doesn't want to, you know, just kind of go over and just, like, smear a bunch of stuff, right? It's like, I like the fact that, you know, it's nice and it's dry, or that the ink that it has, whatever the ink is, it, like, tends to dry it, like, a lot quicker, and I think, or a bit more quickly, and I think the reason why is just because the nib itself is much smaller, you know? I remember seeing this in the shop, and at first, because the nib was so small, I was a little turned off to it, but then I wrote with it, and I was like, oh boy, this is good. I thought, this is good. Boom, there we go. Yeah, and so, anyway, so overall, just, you know, a very fun pen, one, that I would recommend. I mean, I like this thing so much that I was kind of planning on, doing my 200 subscriber mark with this pen, but then, you know, I got some other ideas, and I was like, hey, you know what, I think that this thing is just kind of nice on its own. I don't think that's too bad. And so, yeah, and so, as you can see here, this wonderful ink that I will be reviewing on its own later. This wonderful ink here is very waterproof, and it's very highlighter resistant. There's not a lot of smearing, you know, and so, yeah, so, and that is the Noodler's 54th Massachusetts, and this is supposed to be in a blue-black, a very nice blue-black, and I think it does look quite nice, you know, and so, anyway, yeah, but overall, just a really fun pen. I know it looks like it's skipping a little bit as I kind of write with it, but in my experience, skipping hasn't been a problem. It could just be this paper. But I mean, I am using the Mnemosyne paper, so I mean, I don't think that it's too much of a problem, but you know, I could be wrong for some reason. But anyway, yeah, so overall, just a really nice fountain pen, very much tailored to business professionals, you know, and as I've said before, something I really appreciate about Parker is that it is meant to be like a very like affordable luxury brand, you know, and some people have even argued that, you know, Parker, Cross, and even Montblanc are the kinds of pens for people who aren't necessarily into pens. I don't know if I fully agree with that. With that said, though, I think that, you know, it certainly makes a good gift for just about anybody, you know? So maybe, you know, you like pens, and you got that friend who you want to get into pens. I think this would be really, really nice, you know? And going into the IM model itself, I think that the Parker IM is just kind of, I feel like it'd be really fun to collect, you know, because they're in about the $30 range, which, you know, it is somewhat expensive, right? But at the same time, it's like there's so many different variants that over time you could build yourself a very fun and, you know, a very sizable collection. Of course, this beautiful black and blue right here. Oh my gosh, the ink and the pen goes together very well. I love it when that happens, right? But yeah, the beautiful black and blue, they tend to, this vibrant rings package, it tends to be a little more, you know, on the pricier end, kind of getting up there to the $45 range and whatnot. But I mean, I think overall it's still just, you know, a great pen. And there are a lot of other models out there that aren't going to be nearly that much, you know, and yeah, and so that's kind of how I feel about it. You know, I think that Parker makes a great pen. I think that this IM is just, you know, almost like the pinnacle of like what Parker is. You know, they want to be this brand that you can trust, that you can go out and just grab like a good solid pen for not too much money, but it still looks professional, it still looks nice, and you know that, you know, you're just going to write and you're just going to do like all the things that you need to do with it because you know it's going to perform and it's going to perform well. And so, yeah, and so, Yeah. I mean, overall, 10 out of 10 for Parker. I would recommend it. I think it's super, super nice. I'm a big fan of it, and yeah. So this is the Parker I Am fountain pen, in the Vibrant Rings Blue Marine Edition. I recommend it to all people, and you can find that on Amazon for about $45. So, hope that y'all are doing well, and yeah. I hope y'all have a very wonderful day. This is Desca Pence signing off.